We gather here on Vintage Radios on Wednesday evenings and talk about the early days of single sideband, and we are in search of 3870. My frequency counter thinks I'm in that ballpark, but if anybody needs to correct me during the course of the net, please do. Anybody's welcome that's interested in what we're doing. Buy-sell trades are invited if they are vintage radio related. And if you have a technical question about a radio you're working on, this is a great place to ask for some advice. I've got a huge, long list of earlies. I'd like to ask the other net controls for a favor. I'm going to call maybe 10 or 12 of them and give it to Jay. And before we start taking check-ins from the field, we ought to ask, were you an early person and you didn't get picked up? That'll help not leave some people out. All right. I'm going to call a few here and we'll go from there. Anybody need to tell me anything before I pick up check-ins? All right, maybe not. KA5CXG. Hey, Bob, you still up there somewhere? K5LYN. Well, Bob will be back. I actually failed to say this is the Central Electronics 20A that I have in transceive with a Hallicrafters SX115 that I put together by way of a transceive adapter that I built. And the 20 watts, actually it's about 15 watts out of the 20A is driving a Homebrew amplifier made out of 4 6DQ5s, grid-driven. K5PEP, Pepper, are you still here?
I'm still here, Lynn. I was turning off another receiver.
Oh, okay. Was that you, Rusty?
No, it's K560. I'm here. Bad static, not hearing too well, but I'm here and don't have much, only 820. And if you can hear me at all, that's a miracle. And I'm going to listen to the rest of the net on another receiver, so this will be it for me, over.
Okay, Bob. Now, what did you say? What's the transmitter tonight? Say that again.
820.
All right. You're not as strong as usual, so I knew something was different. Okay. Good to hear you. Anything else for the net this evening?
No, that should do it, Lynn. I'm surprised I'm not. That's all I can do. Just old 820.
All right. Very good. All right. Pepper, you weren't here, were you, Pepper? Maybe not. Sammy, do you want to talk DPP? How about W5D Kate? How about it, Don?
Yeah, evening, Lynn, everybody. Don in Spring Branch, Boulevard, San Antonio. I'm just running old Drake and running a little bit of power. And I'll give it back to you so you can get everybody looking. Just pulled up the radar. It's West Texas where all the noise comes from. Back to you, W5DK.
Good signal as usual, Don. Nice to hear you. All right, WW9W. Robert, you were there a while ago. How about it now?
Yeah, K5LYN, WW9W. Good evening to you, Lynn. Good evening to the rest of the boat anchors, operators, and enthusiasts. I'm running a Drake CR4 this evening, running it barefooted, Lynn. Hopefully it's making it down to you there. And that's about it, using the, CR4C. Did I say that? Yes. And I'm using the Shure 444 microphone on it. And we was having some issues with it earlier, but I found out I had a switch wasn't fully engaged, so I guess it's doing okay now. Anyway, thanks for running it as usual, and take care, and we'll see you next time. WW9W.
Very fine, Robert. It's doing fine now. Yeah, I was listening a while ago, and we were trying to figure out what was going on. You did fix it. It's got a nice signal, good audio, and pretty strong. Over.
Roger. Yeah, it was the, that little switch where you select whether you're going to use it as a receiver or transceiver. That switch wasn't fully engaged. I guess when I was sitting it up on the desk here, it must have bumped. It got bumped and pushed it out of position. So, okay, fine business. Enjoy. We'll see you next time. WW9W.
Very fine, Robert. Great to hear you. All right, how about Jim, KE5Q? What do you say, Jim?
Yeah, K5LY, the net. This is Kilo Echo 5 Quebec, Jim in Plano, just down the road, about 3 miles from Robert. And we tested it for a minute, and he found that switch, and I said, it's good to go. So, anyway, we're on the KWM2 30L1 tonight into the double bazooka Ultimax 8040. and the Shure 444. Static crashes are there, but I'm hearing just most everybody is getting through those crashes. Appreciate you guys calling the net. Always enjoy it. And the 20A sounding great. K5LYN, KE5Q Plano.
Very fine, Jim. Great signal into Austin. I think I heard one of my neighbors, W5TS. Scott, are you over there somewhere? Well, maybe not. How about KK5DR, Matt? Okay. How about Dan, WOZ?
Yeah, good evening, Lynn, and everybody else on the boat anchors. This is Dan Houston, KWOZ. I was on a Kenwood 830 and a 30L1, but it kept jumping frequency, which it hasn't done in quite a while, so I put it back, and I'm talking on I'm cheating. I've got a Kenwood 440 driving a Homebrew amplifier with a 3CX or a 4CX 600J in it, and it's putting out about 550 watts. And that's about it. Antenna's a 2-band bazooka. And let's see, what else? Microphone's a Shure, what do you call it, headset. I am building a 3-holer 813 amplifier downstairs here, and seems like I make a bunch of progress, and I got to stop, wait for a part to find or something. So, I don't know, maybe in a few weeks I'll be able to fire that thing up and see what it'll do, but I'm starting to get too many things laying around here, and I guess I better fix that 830 first. That's about it from here, Lynn. Thanks for letting me sneak in. K5LYN, KWOZ.
Sounded great, Dan. Yeah, we have to discipline ourselves to only tear up one radio at a time. It gets confusing otherwise. Good to hear you tonight. Okay, I'm going to pick up BTM, KL7CD, and then KB0UOZ, then I'll give it to Jay. So, did I say Ralph, BTM? How about it? K5LYN.
Yeah, good evening there, Lynn. K5LYN and the boat anchor net N5BTM. Ralph and Spring, and tonight we're on one of the green machines, an old Heathkit Hot Water 12A. Shure 444 microphone, and that's driving a junk box linear Homebrew using a GS35B in it, running about 700-800 watts tonight, and that's going through a Drake MN2700 antenna tuner. So that's about the size of it down here, Lynn, and lots of good signals come in. Back to you, K5LYN N5BTM.
You know, Ralph, there's no way it could sound any better. You're right here in the room with me. Great audio. You've done spectacular work on those ancient Heathkits there. All right, how about Perry? KB0UOZ. What do you say, Perry? K5LYN.
We've got the SB104A on the air, and I've got the battery for that thing. So we're using the call, and we've got the possibilities in line over there, and got the monitoring stone, and also running the OSK 230 amplifier with both that thing too. So we're back to 550.
That's true.
Barry, the longer you talk, the better it got. So I guess the band is just beginning to open down here. Nice to hear you. Okay, Jay, KM5QS, how about it? K5LYN.
All righty, Lynn. I don't really have a list yet, but I do remember a couple of guys I heard a while ago. So let's see. Oh, well, before I do that, I'm on the Kenwood Twins tonight, 599 Delta. late serial numbers, doing about 1,482 watts after I put the signal to an old Alpha 374A. So anyway, and that's with a heck of a pad in there, so it's working, I guess. Little static crashes, one thing and another. But since I'm on a set of twins, I'll see if I can find another set of twins out there. And that's Jack, LRX. Go ahead, sir.
That's me guilty of those charges on a pair of Kenwood twins. I hope they're in the neighborhood. I found that if you give them a couple hours to warm up, they're pretty stable for good old dogs. And yours is sounding good there, Jay. I think we got a pair of pairs. So we got 2 pairs. That should be enough to open. 2 pairs, 2 twins, 2 sets of Kenwood twins. Nice radios. I'm glad you had them, and I'm glad I could buy them. So that's it for me here at lovely downtown Austin from 10,000 feet. Even Austin looks good at 10,000 feet.
Well, it sounds good too, so as long as it works. I hadn't had mine on long enough. I'm still having to twist the knob a little bit every once in a while. So if I vary around a little bit, y'all just take it into account. We'll try to stay within 20 cycles one way or the other. Thank you, Jack. You sound good as usual. Tell Susie hi for me. Let's see. Okay. Who's next? Do what?
Maybe it's BZ.
BZ. Okay, go ahead, BZ.
Oh, hey, well, Jay, you got those things figured out, that's for sure. Still on the 870 Kenwood, halfway between flat top and inverted, about 23 foot. And the hand mic, stock Kenwood mic. That's about it. Running about half rig power. Still looking for a power cord. Haven't been able to hook up with Rusty, so I'm going to have a want tonight.
Oh, okay. You say you were on a Kenwood 820?
No, the 70, Sammy's old radio, the 870.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got a few crashes over here, so I'm not sure. But, alrighty.
Thank you, KG5.
Alright, let me see. I have not heard WB5TXW in there yet, so the Tweety Bird reminded me. So, George, if you're there, go ahead.
Well, if George hadn't been tuning up, he'd known you called him.
Well, that's what I figured. Go ahead, George. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's still tuning. All right, I'll take another couple of check-ins, and we'll try George again.
W5, X-Ray United.
Oh, let's start with David. W5XU, go ahead.
Hello, Jay. Hello, Lynn. Hello, all the boat anchors out there. Good to hear you. We're getting ready to be wet, and lots of rain coming out there. Running the Drake R4C, T4XC, to an L4V, to an 80-meter dipole running east-west. Right now, key down, it's about 600 watts. So that's about it from here. I had a full day of work in the yard most of the day. Getting ready for the big rain we're supposed to have tonight, tomorrow, and on Saturday. Friday. So y'all take care. God bless you all. W5XU.
Okay, David. Well, watch out for that rain. You know, I mean, we need some down here, but I hate to say that because either we got not enough or way too much. So y'all be careful up there. Good to hear you, David. You got them brakes sounding good. All right. Who else was in there a minute ago? I thought there was somebody else out there.
November 0.
I can hear somebody talking, but I can't quite pull them out. Glenn, can you hear this?
It might have been N0BCU. If it was, probably Rusty could pick him up better.
It was.
Okay, who said he got him?
WK5R.
Well, get him, Rusty.
All right, N0BCU, go ahead. N0VCU, WK5R. Thanks for checking in here at Swan 700CX South 5. Okay, I got him there, Jay, and back to you, WK5R.
Hey, Rusty, what kind of transmitter was he running?
He's running the Swan 700CX.
Okay, we didn't have any Swans last week. I'm glad to hear one come in.
Yeah, I think we got some. I picked up some when I was there. Y'all may not have heard them. Anyway, go ahead, Jay.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well, Mike, thought Lynn was going to call you a while ago, but I don't think he did, so KL7CD, go ahead.
All right, this is KL7CD, just north of San Antonio, in the hill country, New Braunfels, Texas. Running the Hallicrafters twins tonight, and matching speaker and power supplies. Nice little station, big green box SB220 for an amplifier. Microphone's a D104. Antenna is dipole up about 25 feet, facing kind of east and west. And I appreciate everybody's help. I can't wait to hear Matt's recording to see if I'm closer to frequency. At least I know which way to turn it if I want to go up the band instead of down the band. It's just a little trimmer capacitor on top of the chassis in this HT44, and you know, they've got a process for putting it on frequency with your receiver, but I've done it 3 or 4 times. I zero beat like they say to, and it just doesn't get me where I need to go. And I finally figured out after listening to it 2 or 3 times on Matt's recordings that the transmit frequency was just not on the same frequency as the receiver. Anyway, that's what's going on here. We got 4 inches of rain yesterday, I guess it was, and it's plenty wet around here. So back to you there, AL7 Charlie Delta.
Okay, Mike. Well, it sounds pretty good to me right now. Of course, you know, you take into consideration who are, so I don't know. Anyway, that sounds pretty good. I'm still trying to keep this one on in the ballpark. Uh-oh, I made a mistake here. I hit the wrong. Let me come back up the band. That's pretty close. It'll probably move before I get through talking. Anyway, thank you, Mike. Catch up with you in a little bit. All right, who else is out there for the boat anchor net? And then I'm going to take 1 or 2 more, then I'm going to pass it up to Rusty.
MCT.
Who was that?
Camp 5 YMS.
YMS, go ahead.
Hey, thanks for picking me up. Hey, I'm on the Swan 500C. Dang it, I was trying to be the first Swan. I had a message for KL7 Charlie Delta.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to tell them appreciate the stats on the boat anchor website, and I noticed there was
shocking lack of Swan the last time, 0. So I figured I better get on this time. Anyways, heard you trying to tune up earlier, and I have a little sneaky trick that I use. I came into the web SDR. If you got a computer there by your radio, it's kind of a poor man's flex radio, but I look at the screen there and see where I'm at. Use the Waller County radio. Just pick any one that you can see your signal on. Just a tip there. Thanks again, man. Back to net.
Your Swan sounds good. Yeah, there were 5 the week before and 0 last week. At least by my count. Go ahead there, Steve.
Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, that's a good idea. I've already had 4 or 5. So, Rusty, why don't you pick up something there? KM5QS2, WK5R.
KM5QS, that's so time off. Well, good evening, everybody on the boat anchor. Hallicrafters H37, a microphone with a WRL sound off USB 4. I'm driving the Homebrew GS35B amplifier. And not using a tuner now. I got my dipole back up where it's supposed to be almost. So, I don't need it anymore. I got a good match over here now. So, and the band dipole up there at about close to 50 foot now. All right. Who else is Boat Anchors Unlimited coming up?
K0STD.
Whiskey.
Okay. X-Ray Whiskey. Go ahead.
Whiskey Bravo 5 Tango X-Ray Whiskey. How do you hear me, Rusty? Over.
I hear you fine, George. Go ahead.
All right. Hello, Rusty, and all around the net. Proud to be here for the best hour of amateur radio for the week right here. So I'm on the S line. 32S1, 75S3, 30L1, sure 444 for sure. And the dipole out in the side yard and everything's working good. Nice day today. Yesterday I almost had to swim home from getting caught in the water. Over.
Oh, Roger. Good thing you know how to do the backstroke there, George.
Roger. So that's about it. I thought I'd get a report from you to see if I could push any distance out of this junk. Over.
Roger. Sounds fine up here. Solid sounds fine.
All right, Rusty. Well, you take care of yourself, and we'll see you around. WB5TXW back to net.
All right. Appreciate you checking in there, George. And I believe I heard my neighbor down here at Tyler. K0STD. Is that you, Steve?
I think so. Good evening, Rusty, and all the boat anchors. K0STD is Rusty said Tyler. On the trusty Kenwood 520, a Collins 30L1 dipole up 40-odd feet, an MC50 mic. And, oh, by the way, Rusty, I generally hear you after this net on the slot net off the backside of your beam, but won't hear you tonight because they're not going to have it. Anyway, that's about it from here. Back to you. K0STD.
Okay, Steve. Appreciate that. Why did Bob say they weren't going to have the net?
Too windy.
Oh, really? Huh. I've only got 5 to 8 miles an hour, but I know he's got a big antenna. All right, appreciate the info there, Steve. We'll catch you later. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Who else wants to check in for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net there? If I can spit it out. Come now.
Alpha Golf 5 X-Ray Papa.
Alpha Golf 5 X-Ray Papa. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Kenny up in Brownwood, up in Central Texas. Glad to be in the net here. I'm talking on a TS530 going out of Hallicrafters HD33A with a D104 microphone. I appreciate all the guys out there keeping all that stuff going. Back to net. AG5XB.
All right, Kenny. Appreciate you checking in there. The 530, driving the HT33 amplifier, Hallicrafters there. Everything sounds good. Hello. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
What's that right there?
That must be back. All right. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. One more time. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Contact.
Contact, go ahead.
Yeah, you're it, Rusty. Hey, man, could you probably said I need to talk to you about that power cord. Do I need to relist it? Because I want to get my 175 Swan back on.
No. I've got one here. Next few days might be, it's possible it might be Monday because I don't have any wheels right now. But I'll get it packaged up and I'll get it shipped off to you.
Okay, sorry we missed you at Belton. 7-3, back to that. KG5 unit.
Roger, roger. I wish I could have made it, but I didn't. All right. Thank you, Zed. All right. One more time. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
MTT.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, okay, Rusty. Next, we're on the Collins S line again. 75S2 receiver, 32S1 transmitter, 312B4 station console, 30S1 amplifier. This is a winged emblem station that was originally purchased in 1961. I'm the second owner of it. I bought it from the original owner's son, and just keeping it all together as one station as it was once purchased. Anyway, that's the story here, Rusty. A lot of electrical noise tonight on here, so I'll turn it back to you. W85MTC.
I don't hear any more, so K5LY
Okay, Rusty, we'll give it a shot here. This is K5LYN returning on the Central Electronics 20A, driving a homebrew linear amplifier, and my frequency counter thinks I'm within about 10 cycles of the right place. If that turns out to be not true, well, anybody's welcome to come in here and correct me. All right. Who else we got for the Boat Anchors tonight? K5LYN calling and listening.
Kilo 5, Lima Tango.
Okay, I heard somebody not too strong. Try me again.
KC5L.
Okay, KC5L. There we go. Talk to us.
Hey, good evening, man. Am I on frequency?
Yeah, it's just kind of a noisy evening up here right now, but yeah, we got you.
Roger. Well, my SDR is down, so I have to zero B to get to the receiver, so not sure about their frequency, but anyhow, good evening, Lynn, and the Boat Anchors Net. This is Tom in San Antonio tonight. We're on the usual, transmitting on the Central Electronics 200B with the D104 microphone, feeding a balanced line tuner, Homebrew open wire line, and an 80-meter dipole of about 15 feet. And we're listening on an R398, made on a Collins contract back in the late 50s. So that's all I have. Your Central Electronics sounds great, Lynn, and so I'll turn it back to you, K5L.
Yeah, I guess you and I are it. We've had one other guy on Central Electronics, a K5HPG, named Hugh. Has come out on a 20A a couple of times, so the group is still out there. You're not as strong as usual. I think it's just not very good propagation tonight. Am I weak at your place, Tom, over?
You're about the usual at my place. But yeah, it is a little bit noisy tonight, and it could be the propagation as well.
Yeah, it may be just noise around here. We have had thunder showers in the area, and I'm thinking maybe they're building back up again or something. Okay, Tom, anything else for the net tonight?
Nothing else for the net. Back to you, KC5L.
All right, great to hear you. Who else for the Boat Anchors? K5LYN calling and listening.
Kilo 5, Lima Tango.
Lima Tango, is that Lyle?
Yes, sir. Can you go in? Yeah, this is Lyle. Okay, that's not a Bernie, Texas. Yeah, all right. Little rough copy tonight. Tom's out west or making a little noise, making a rough copy to a few people. But anyhow, those back in here sounding good. running the Heathkit gear tonight. Running the Heathkit. Running out through the SB221, out to the double extended depth through the cedar trees. So, rig's working good. People sounding good. Got a little bit of rain yesterday. Got some more in the forecast, so glad to see that. Other than that, we're all doing good. Back to you, Lynn. K5LT.
Very fine, Lyle. Yeah, good to hear you tonight. And yeah, it's just kind of noisy up here. I guess it's kind of deceiving. Makes me think people are not as strong as usual. But the noise is knocking my ABC back. You're doing good. Anything else on you? Any new projects in the works down there?
Nope, just surviving, working out of the house, getting used to it. So everything else is good. K5LT.
Yeah, most of us know the insides of our house better than we used to. We see a lot of them here lately. Okay, who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening. Okay, through all this noise, there must be somebody out there. Where are you guys? Talk to me. Well, this might be about it. Jay, you want to see what you can do with it?
Well, we can give her a shot. I might accidentally be close to frequency right now.
Sounds great to me.
Okay, folks, this is Jay down here in Alice, and this is the Boat Anchors Unlimited. We're looking for anybody we might have missed, hadn't talked to yet, so anyone out there wants to check in, come down, please.
I guess I'll check in. November 5, Juliet, India.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, good evening. A lot of great sounding equipment out there tonight. I'm sure glad you all are keeping it running that way. I don't have those skills, but I'm talking on an old Kenwood 430 into a Clipperton L. I guess it's kicking out around 800 or so. Through a Dentron tuner and out to a 80-meter inverted V up about 45 feet. And that's the story here, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, that's a good deal because it's working for you. So you can't do much better than that. What was the name there?
The name here is Ed, Echo Delta, N5JJI.
Okay, Ed. Yeah, I forgot to write your name down a minute ago. Well, anyway, I can't remember everybody, but I try. Thank you, sir, for checking in. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now, please. Barely hear you. Come back with your call and then go ahead. Go ahead, relay.
You said Kilo 5 November Alpha Echo. Go ahead.
Yeah, the call is
Yeah, N5KAE. Go ahead. What's your station rundown, and I'll get you in here on the map. What's your name and location?
The Drake TR7. Has the antenna problem here, I think, right now. But anyway, a Drake TR7 into an inverted V up about 40 feet, running about 50 watts, over.
Okay, Drake TR7 inverted V up about 50 feet from 50 watts, inverted V. Name and location?
Okay, the name is Mark. Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, Mark. I'm located in Lake Jackson, Texas, about 50 miles south of Houston, over.
Yeah, Lake Jackson, okay. All right, Mark and Lake Jackson, did you get all that, Jay?
Yeah, I got it. DC came up a little bit towards the end there. Thanks, Mark. Thank you, Ron. All right, folks, let's see if we can drag a few more out. Anybody else out there wanting to check into the Boat Anchors Unlimited? All right, Rusty, I think I've run out of bait for the moment. Yeah, go ahead, Rusty. N5QA.
KM5US WJ5R. Hey, Ron, that was the power plug for the Swan supply, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rusty, I had another check-in. Yeah, Rusty, it's for the wall. It's the wall cord, the 117 volt, 115 volt cord with the big giant plug on it, on the opposite end.
Roger, that's a 15-minute. I got one.
W5TOJ.
I've got a Drake radio that's got to go out probably either Friday or Monday. I'm not sure when. I'll get back to you. But anyway, I'll get it out there. I got it wrote down on a piece of paper here. All right. Here's WJ51. Anybody else left up there when you picked it up? Yes, the boat I can find out now. Somebody's cleaning up, but one more time. Anybody else left out there for the boat I can find out?
Well, I think we got one other, Rusty. And by the way, I'm not hearing you as strong as usual. You might look and see if everything's okay up there. Hey, W5TLJ, Terry, you still there? K5LYN. Well, we did have one. W5TLJ. Terry, where'd you go? Well, we must have lost him. Okay, this is about the last call. Anybody else want to talk boat anchors tonight? K5LYN, calling and listening. Gentlemen, it's been a great net and get noisier as we go. I'm having trouble hearing folks that I usually hear real well. Jay, you want to wrap it up?
We had an N5 calling you, Lynn.
Bravo, Papa.
Whoever heard the station trying to come in and pick him up?
I got it. Bravo Papa on the end of it. Go ahead.
All right, this is Mark, N5K, in Long Beach, Texas. Just want to jump in towards the end. Almost tempo 1. That's fine. Got good that going. N5K.
All right, Marty, appreciate you checking in on tempo 1. I do appreciate you. That's my neighbor down there at Longview there, Marty. 5KBP. I appreciate you there, Marty. All right, go ahead, man.
Yeah, hey, let me say hello to KL7CD and to apologize. Mike, I have too many pieces of paper scattered around the table, over.
That's no problem. I can always check in. I'm not going to... I may lose my place in line, but I'm not going to let you forget me.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do, because you get too many pieces of paper on here and everybody gets lost. But great to hear you. Beautiful work on that. Okay, Jay, you want to wrap it up?
All righty. Oh, yeah, I just remembered somebody went to eat a while ago, and I don't know if he's back yet or not. But, Matt, KK5DR, are you back yet? Well, I guess not. But since Matt's not there, is there anyone else? Last call for the Boat Anchors Unlimited.
N5KAE, recheck.
Oh, yeah, you're a lot louder now. Go ahead.
Okay, feel good, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I had the wrong antenna switched in there. That'll do it. I got myself on the G5RV right now, so put out about 100 watts. So anyway, hey, I just wanted to recheck, and I'll be checking in more. I'm glad I ran into you guys. I need to try out one of my DR3 one of these evenings. So $73, and thanks for letting me check in. This is N5KAE.
Sure, good deal, Mark. Yeah, I thought you sounded louder. We're a lot louder last time. Well, this is the place to check them out. So we'll look forward to hearing you on those things. Thanks for coming back.
Okay, have a great evening.
I'm going to give it a heck of a try. All right, folks. Like I said, the last call. All right, this has been fun. It always is. Like George likes to call it, the best hour of amateur radio for the week. And we get out here and have fun seeing if we can keep this junk running. Or at least stay close enough to understand each other anyway. But thank everybody for participating and checking in. We appreciate very much what it takes to keep these things on the air. Some of these rigs are older than me. Well, wait a minute. I don't know about that, but they're pretty old. So anyway, everybody have a good evening, and I'm going to pass my 73s on to everyone and then send it up to Rusty so he can do his thing. So good evening to everybody. KM5QS.
KM5QS. K5. And before I just looked down, the one those storms are out in West Texas. Heathkit area all the way up to east of Amarillo, just going across back into Oklahoma. That's where they're at. All right. With that said, K5R. Nobody except Mr. Crash back in the top. With the bonus unlimited. Right on dead freaking.
Thank everyone who makes this net possible from KBWOZ.
Hey, Perry, you're a whole lot stronger now. The band opened up, K5LYN.
Yeah, I did. You guys are stouter here, too. Of course, the static's a little stronger, but you guys are way above the static. KBWOZ.
Have a nice evening, and I'm out, too. K5LYN, 73s to the group.